One of the biggest secrets in AI search right now is something that I call the 3 to 6 month freshness rule. And it's the reason your older content suddenly stops showing up inside answer engines like ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Gemini. Hey, I'm Cassie Clark, fractional content strategist, CMO, and host of the podcast Found in AI, where I break down AI search and GEO so founders and marketers don't get left behind in this new era of search. Today, I'm going to show you why freshness matters more than ever and how it affects the visibility of your content. So here's the core idea. AI engines heavily prioritize content that's been published or updated within the last 3 to 6 months. Not because older content is wrong, but because AI engines assume newer information is more accurate, more relevant, and more trustworthy. So everything in AI search leans towards recently, at least that's what we're seeing now, and it's kind of taking that as like a confidence signal. This is huge. It's different from traditional SEO, where a 2018 blog post with a bunch of backlinks could still sit on page 1 even now in 2025. AI engines don't work that way. They want the newest version of an idea. And there are 3 reasons why freshness matters so much. First, models evolve incredibly fast. Incredibly fast. Like AI search, I swear it changes by the day. AI search updates constantly, like sometimes daily. And it needs fresh inputs to avoid the hallucinations. Second, the world itself is moving faster, especially anything related to AI, technology, or even strategy. Information gets outdated, and AI engines know that. So the third thing, recency gives models a lower risk option. If your content was updated 2 weeks ago, the model is much more confident pulling it from something written last year or even 5 or 6 years ago. So what does this mean for your content strategy as a whole? Well, it means that you can't just post once and walk away. I know that's my favorite. You can't do that anymore. The set it and forget it era is over. So refreshing content is now a visibility strategy. I mean, it was part of SEO strategy, but now we really have to do this thing. And the best part is you really don't need to rewrite an entire article just to reset its freshness signal. Tiny little updates count, like adding in a new example, updating the screenshot, rewriting a paragraph, adding in the FAQs section, just trimming outdated information, and even just these small edits can re-trigger the signal that tells AI engines, hey, this is up to date, look at me. Your evergreen content still matters, but evergreen doesn't mean it's not ever touched again. It just means it's continually relevant and it needs maintenance. To do that well, you really need to do a quarterly content audit. So every 90 days, take inventory. Look at all your content, figure out what's slipping, what needs an update, what needs an update because it's outdated, what could be tightened or expanded. And here's the good news. The freshness rule really levels the playing field. So smaller brands with newer, cleaner content can outrank larger competitors who haven't updated anything in years. Recency can beat reputation in AI search, at least for now. I just did this ahead of SEMrush. So the takeaway here is super simple. Freshness isn't a nice to have anymore. It has to be you have to do it for one of the strongest visibility signals in AI search. So if you keep your content alive and updated, AI engines will reward you with more visibility. Hey, if you want more breakdowns like this, especially around structure, authority signals, and how to build an AI-friendly content engine, hit subscribe and stick around.